Hey everyone, Dana here. If you don't recognize the topic of this video, then that means that you might not have seen this video here. So to find out where this video idea topic came from, then check out this video over here. And thank you so much for your help in the comments of that video, coming up with at least 5 things that Germans are super proud of. In this video, we have 7, and also one thing that a lot of people seem to think Germans are proud of because they think that that thing happens in Germany in this like really cool way that they think Germans would be proud of, but actually that thing doesn't happen in this way in Germany, and so Germans aren't proud of it because it doesn't happen like that. And actually the way it does happen in Germany causes quite a lot of Germans to be very frustrated and annoyed. All that in this video today, but first, the holidays are coming up just around the corner, and if you are looking for a special gift to give your German-speaking friends and family and acquaintances this year, then might I suggest giving them the gift of laughter this year with my book, You Go Me on the Cookie. You Go Me on the Cookie comes from the German saying, Du gehst mir auf den Keks, and it is a funny book, so it's a really great gift to get your friends and your family, but also because it's so lighthearted and fun, it's also a really great gift for those acquaintances in your life that you want to get a gift for, but you're like, I don't know what to get this person. Do they speak German? If so, problem solved. The answer is simple. Get them a copy of You Go Me on the Cookie. But don't take my word for it. Here is what you had to say about the book.
Interessant für Menschen, die dabei sind, Deutsch zu lernen. Aber auch für solche, die ihre deutsche Muttersprache schätzen. Denn die Einsichten Danas werfen einen neuen, aufschlussreichen Blick auf so manche Merkwürdigkeiten der deutschen Sprache. Übrigens, auch interessant für Menschen, die Danas YouTube-Videos nicht kennen. Ich habe das Buch in vollen Zügen genossen und mich mehrmals kaputt gelacht. Super witzig und ein klasse Geschenk.
Links and more information in the description box below. And for more of your reviews in a funny way by Mr. German Man, check this video out here. Mr. German Man did such a great job. If you haven't seen this video yet, do yourself a favor and check it out. I wish you a lot of fun watching today's video. Food. In the comments of that video, you confirmed my suspicion that Germans are super proud of their bread. Lots of you said yes, German bread is definitely something that Germans are proud of. And I've also heard that it's something that Germans really miss when they either move to a different country or even when they travel to another country on vacation. I have heard of Germans bringing some of their bread with them on vacation. Germans in general love to tell me all about their bread, how good it is, how many different kinds there are, that it's the best bread in the world. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say anything. There's lots of good bread all around the world. But yes, the German bread is delicious. And yeah, I think it's something that Germans are really proud of. Another food that popped up several times from you in the comments, however, was Wurst, sausages, and Aufschnitt. Aufschnitt I would call cold cuts or luncheon meat in English. And I saw at least one person comment that Wurst is more than just sausages. I would love to hear in the comments of this video, if you are a big fan of Wurst, what makes German sausages special to you? If they are special to you. Do you notice a big difference between the sausages in Germany and the sausages in other countries? Beer. Beer, of course, beer. Germans love to tell me about the Reinheitsgebot. And I've also heard beer referred to as liquid bread here. Although before moving to Germany, I did live in Prague, where beer is something that they are also quite proud of. As you may know, I'm not really a beer drinker myself, but my dad has an appreciation for beer, and it's been really cool going with him to different breweries and pubs and being there as he tries the different Czech and German beers for the first time. For my German viewers watching, let me know in the comments, for all of these things, Is this something that you feel proud of? Like, yeah, are you proud of these things? Cars. Cars! Another one where I'm like, yes, of course, cars. Living here in Germany, I have definitely seen that Germans are proud of their cars and proud of German cars in general. And I've talked about it here on my channel before, Germans washing their car on Saturday. And yeah, someone mentioned that in the comments as well, that it's a thing for Germans to wash their car every Saturday. If you have a car, let me know in the comments, how often do you wash it? Do you do it every Saturday? And specifically on Saturday, not like on some other day of the week? And while we're here talking about cars, you also mentioned that Germans are proud that there are parts of the Autobahn with no speed limit. You also mentioned that Germans are proud of German engineering in general, and that Germans are proud of the German TÜV. And so for me, I always associated the TÜV with checking cars, like on a regular basis to make sure they're still allowed on the road. But I recently learned that the TÜV also checks and lots of different things, like in all different categories, not just motor vehicles. German inventions in general. And speaking of cars, you also mentioned that Germans are proud of German inventions in general, or things that were discovered by Germans. So the printing press, X-ray technology. Some of you also mentioned the Z3 computer. What other things do you know right off the top of your head that were invented here in Germany? So not that you have to look it up or do any research, but just things that you right away know. Oh yeah, I know that was invented in Germany. Let me know in the comments. Punctuality and other things. I didn't know how else to title this category. Basically, several of you mentioned in that other video that Germans are often proud of being punctual, proud of being known for being thorough, being reliable. You even mentioned following the rules, that Germans are often proud to follow the rules, proud to produce things of high quality, being known for German standards and being known for high quality. Also, for example, being known for how much work really goes into training for a craft. And yeah, I have to say that I didn't know before moving to Germany how much work and training goes into becoming a Meister, an official Meister in Germany. I would also throw the Ausbildung program in here. I get the feeling that Germans are quite proud of the Ausbildung program here in Germany. Philosophers. Yes, you mentioned philosophers like Goethe, Kant, Nietzsche. And you also mentioned that a lot of Germans are quite proud that Germany is known as the land of Dichter und Denker, the land of poets and thinkers. And I also saw mentioned famous authors and composers in general. So the overall cultural scene here in Germany, that a lot of Germans are proud of that. Soccer team. Germany's national soccer team, of course. I can still remember the look of horror on my German friends' faces when I tried to make them feel better about Germany losing the World Cup back in 2010 by being like, hey, but you won the Eurovision Song Contest, you know? You can't have both in one year. Yeah, that didn't seem to be much of a comfort to them. Do you watch soccer? Or would you say you're really passionate about soccer or passionate about watching sports in general? Which sports? Let me know in the comments. But now, the thing that lots of people think Germans are really, really proud of, but that they're actually annoyed and frustrated about is German trains running on time and being super, super, super punctual always. Before I moved to Germany, I have to say, I thought that German trains would be really, really punctual always. Like never, ever, ever, even the slightest bit late. That's what I thought would be the case. I had that stereotype in my mind. I thought the German trains were going to be super punctual. And then I got here and I realized that's not the case. Just like in other countries around the world, also in the US, trains here in Germany are sometimes late. Just like planes are sometimes late, you know? Trains, planes, all over the world, sometimes they are late. Also here in Germany. But I quickly realized that while nobody really likes it when planes or trains are late, it really seems to bother and upset some people here in Germany quite a bit when the German train is even a little bit late, like 3 or 5 minutes. And the thing is, interestingly, from what I've seen and heard living here, this frustration really only seems to be directed at the German trains, not at any other form of transportation. Like here in Germany, I have heard people complaining about the trains being 5 minutes late with so much frustration in a way that they don't seem to complain about, say, planes being late. Even if the airplane is like an hour late, planes are late here in Germany too. But it just doesn't seem to bother people here as much as the German train being late does. That's at least what I've noticed, that Germans often seem to really, really, really want their train to be on time with a passion that they don't seem to give to planes or buses, which are also often late here in Germany, I don't know. That's what I've noticed. So my question for you is, what would you say that a lot of Germans are quite proud of? And what have you noticed when it comes to this German train punctuality thing? Have you noticed what I noticed? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. For more content from me, you can follow me over on my Instagram. My Instagram stories I usually do in German with little English subtitles. And a really, really, really huge thank you so much to our patrons on Patreon who help make these videos possible. Thank you so, so, so very much for your support. If you would like to support us on Patreon, you can find a link to that down in the description box below. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen.